In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Natasha Tracy video. And when you first look at this picture, what do you see? It looks like you're at a concentration camp, right? With a bunch of Nazi guards. You look careful, you'll see that in the hands of the guards have syringes. And in the background, instead of Auschwitz and Buchenwald, you have Ritalin and Prozac. And the people who are walking in, nonetheless, are the undesirable members of society, while the healthy-looking, kind of stern-looking, their posture is different. The victim's posture is different from the oppressor, and the people who's in charge of social controls and to look for deviant behavior. And the caption underneath says, "Fact, the mass drugging of humans with synthetic chemicals was masterminded in Nazi Germany." That's correct. My whole psychiatry series, both of them are about that. About 100 videos plus I talk about that. Beside my psychiatry video on Confession, 7/7 series, Illuminati, etc. So we go on to the Natasha Tracy article. She brings up several key points. She says that people think psychiatrists are evil, and she doesn't agree. First, she talks about the negatives, and her list of negatives are actually longer than her list of positives, and she admits flat out that the psychiatrist didn't take her symptoms seriously, and that they didn't even listen to them, and it led to a misdiagnosis, and they didn't keep track of the important things. And she goes on to say that the positives are that she isn't dead. So what you see here is that she lists a whole bunch of opposition view articles that are legit based on fact, and she tries to play it off as misinformation. State hospitals are snake pits, patient abuse, betrayal of the public. That's a fact. I mean, just my one study alone, I unearthed folders and folders of information on patient abuse and even staff being abused, and a snake pit is a proper description. It goes on to psychiatric drugs cause violence. That's on record. They have countless studies. Just Google it. Everything she says is not proof, is actually proof. Psychiatry pills kill. That is the #1 cause of death in teens, on record. Oxycontin, Vicodin. This bitch hasn't even heard of the most common fucking prescription drugs like Ritalin that people abuse all the time, and they fucking die over. Now, she goes on to say, psychiatry is not medicine. Obviously, it's not medicine. It doesn't heal you. It's taking pills. It's drugs. There's a difference. Now, you go on, it says it's synonymous with fraud. Of course it is. The professional rapists, pedophiles, perverts. I proved it in my video that the statistics show that that is the case. In general, compared to the other physicians, they are the rapists, they are the pedophiles, they are the perverts. Misdiagnosis, malpractice. Psychiatry is misdiagnosis. So you can clearly see that she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Her own article highlights the opposition view that proves her blatantly wrong, and then she goes on to say, make a choice for yourself and stop spreading this vitriolic hatred that stops mentally ill people who truly need help from getting it. So, while she's talking this all vitriolic fucking shit, she just proved herself completely wrong in her own fucking article. I mean, anybody who does the research, which she didn't bother to do, and she admits that on record. She goes on to say that when she lists all the opposition views, she says, okay, I've given this psychiatry group a lot of space, and I've quoted only very brief parts of their bias crap. Thoughts on anti-psychiatry, right? And she, before that, she says, if you'd like to know more, simply Google one of these articles, I'm sure find it, blah, blah, blah. And on the article, on the paragraph above that, actually, it's the one where she says that, note, these people feel they have evidence for these statements. I really don't have time to refute all their evidence, but it certainly can be done. So she had time to write all these articles instead of just a few and refute those few, but she doesn't refute any of them. And she goes on to write all this footnotes and all this other bullshit and to answer her comments and shit. But she cannot answer the simple facts that prove her an overpaid fucking idiot who's completely sold her soul as a whore to be one of those fucking billboard fucking brain dead bitches like you see on the side of the road waving a fucking sign. Except for this bitch is waving a fucking website full of fucking shit. Thank you.